Hi guys, welcome back to Young Struggles and Old Solutions with Sid and Uncle Ray.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
We're back. What episode is this now?
Is it six or seven?
Six.
Six.
Seven. Stop. No.
We are not going to start the six, seven thing.
How do you know about that?
I have no idea. Other than I know that it's something. That's all I know about
When did you
it.
hear that?
I honestly don't even know what that means. It just annoys me. What does it even mean?
I guess it's like part of a song, and it's talking about like a guy's height, and that's why they say 6'7".
Oh, I hate.
Yeah.
I know.
It is stupid.
No, it is. No, and then like brands are like going on it and like jumping on it. Like Chick-fil-A is doing like 6 cookies for $7.
Oh gosh.
What are we supposed to talk about, Sid?
I know.
I just don't even want to get on that.
I
What
said
to
that
talk
to some of
about?
the
The
elders,
one-
and I was like, "Can we do that for an
Or-
activity?" We
Or are we going to
go
talk
there.
about
One of the elders. is
do we
like,
wanna talk
"No,
about
sorry,
what
we have to
happened
go
with-
to the temple this week?" But after,
After
Mr.
the
A?
perfect.
That's
It
funny.
might. Let's talk about that.
What are we supposed to talk about? Oh, the one,
The one that got away.
No. You got to go back because you were going to reach out to him.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, did
we
he
can
reach
talk,
back
that,
out to you
that might
before you
lead
reached
into
out to him?
that.
Okay.
Okay. So, what did we? We ended up. He ended up texting.
Yeah, you told us that.
Was I gonna reach out to him? Yeah, he reached out to me because this was in between.
So you didn't go with
me
Kennedy
texting guy B and I
to-
didn't text guy B. Guy A
to
texted
Rigby.
me.
Okay,
Okay.
you were here in
Yeah,
town.
I told. Okay. So yeah,
Because of Guy A?
he texted me about wanting to hang out this weekend, and so I
I
told him
understand-
I
yeah,
could on Saturday.
I don't know what Kennedy does over there, but
Rigby.
I guess there's
no.
there is some
I
Kennedy
stay here
news.
in town, and so he.
Yeah.
No, not because of guy A, just because Rigby. I don't even.
Yeah,
There's not a lot going on over in East Idaho.
and have them come to you.
I love. Yes, there is some Kennedy news that she can update on. I love my friends in East Idaho. I just don't think I
Did he
could
buy
ever
you a
live in
bowling
East
ball?
Idaho. So I like to stay in Boise. But yeah, exactly. But anyways, so he asked
That was
me
tongue in
out,
cheek. I knew he
and
didn't.
we decided
buy
to
her a
go bowling.
Oh, I was hoping he
So
didn't buy
we
her a
went to
bowling
good
ball,
old
but
Westies.
Aunt
He
Karma,
did.
Aunt Karma
I mean,
refuses
I wouldn't be
to bowl.
surprised if
Like,
he
when we get
did.
old, yeah, because my mom and
He
dad
didn't
did
buy
it,
me a bowling
and
ball.
I think it's like
But so anyways, we
yeah, it might be trauma. I think it's just like, hey, I'm not going to do what your parents did. thing.
Me too.
With diamond indents in it.
Really?
Yeah, I married my mom, and we can talk
Oh.
about that sometime.
Trauma.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
You know, the funny thing is she says that a lot, and she ends up just like Grandma Olson.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, we
Yeah,
could talk
we
about that
did.
actually.
And even Parker married his mom.
Add
It's
that
funny
in.
seeing the things in Ellie that mom does or mom does. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's really interesting because she'll do something or say something, and I'm like, Mom,
How was
is
he
that
in-
you?
That's
Oh.
funny. But yeah, so we went to Westies,
Which is bad.
and
Which is bad
honestly,
form for you guys,
before
right?
the day, I
You
almost wanted to
text and wait for
cancel
an
the date
answer. And
because
if
he
you
was
keep
kind of
texting,
annoying.
that's bad form, right?
I'm not gonna lie, because he was texting me a lot. Like I wouldn't answer, and then he just kept texting and texting, and then I was just
Which is bad form for you guys, right?
well,
Well,
well, it was within 30 minutes. Like it wasn't like
mean, he's
he was
showing you
waiting
who
on
he
me on
is.
hours. It was like 30
if you
minutes,
if
and then
you
he was
if
texting
you
me because I
ignore
didn't
what he
answer,
is,
and was just
showing
like saying
you,
all this stuff, and I was
then
just
eventually
like,
that
okay, well,
becomes your
he
responsibility.
obviously still can't figure out how just to take it back a notch, and so I was honestly,
I mean, he's showing you who he is.
yes, he is showing me. who he is.
If you ignore
Right.
what he is showing you,
Yeah.
eventually that becomes your responsibility.
Oh,
by the way,
I do know
sorry
I'm putting
for
myself
interrupting
in
you.
this situation.
Do we need to have Riley in here to
so
get all the rest of
I'm
the
like,
story?
it's too late to honestly cancel because it's Saturday, and so
Okay,
I
you're
was
not-
like,
yeah,
okay,
okay.
I'm gonna go out. Like, I still want to like see it through, and so, anyways, he picks me up.
Do I need to ask him to leave?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Do we need to have Riley in here to get all the
Maybe.
Maybe I'm gonna do my best to explain it. But it's also hard when my dad's sitting right over there. But I'm gonna do my best. So no, he'll probably hear it. So
You
anyways,
bowled 5
so
games.
then we end up going
Did you
out
really win, or did
and
he
we
let you
start
win?
bowling, and it was like so I get in the car and I was like, okay, he was being chill and it was fine. I was like, okay, I was just overthinking it, and we go bowling, and we played 5 games of bowling, and I won. Well, cause okay, and that's my issue
Do you wanna be
is
authentic? You wanna
I
be
hate it
authentically
when they let
winning
me win. And like
versus
I make that very clear from the start. I'm like, if you ever think that in your head, like
Okay.
that's gonna make me more upset than losing will make me upset. 'Cause like I want to win, like that I earned it. Like I earned that win. Yes. Exactly. And so he beat
Sure.
me the first two
Just
games.
and it's just you 2, right?
And I told
Okay.
him, I'm like, okay, we're gonna go best of 5. Because I
Oh,
wanted.
so you told him best of 5. That
Well,
wasn't a
first it was like best of 3.
You weren't
Then I was like,
focused.
no, let's go best of 5. But we had an hour, so we had a lot of time to like bowl. And there's it's just us two, so
Legitimately?
the games go pretty quick. But like I
Okay.
wasn't bowling my best the first 2 games, I'll say. Like I did step it up. I wasn't focused.
It was a
I
warm up.
wasn't
It was a
focused.
warm up.
Hey, that's what I told him. And so anyways, I won the 3rd game, and I would say so. Like I bowled like three strikes
You're right.
just
Is he
in one
trying to
game.
save
So I would
face,
say I
or is he
bowled
being
fairly, but then he's telling me that he's playing fair. But then by the end of the day, he was saying that he
I
let me
love
win.
that.
So I never know how to read it, because it's like, did you let me win, or are you just saying that
You
because you
won
ended up
eventually.
losing?
You think you won really?
And I like told him, well, you can just take me home if you're gonna let me win.
Right. You added up all the total
So
pins and
anyway,
the
so
total
bowling,
scores,
I
and
enjoyed
you won by
bowling
1.
because I think I won fair and square.
Yeah.
I
Did you have a good
truthfully
time?
do, because even like the total at the end, I beat him by 1 with all the total points added up. Yeah. Yeah. I would say so,
So
but
was that embarrassing you?
I don't know. I'm gonna take it like that. Yeah, bowling was fine. I mean, there's a few times where like he would bowl a strike and he'd get like all pumped and excited and like start like being like, let's go, and just like
But when
being
it's
like
just
really
him and he's
loud
drawing
in the
attention to
bowling alley, and there's like
you and
it's
you don't like
crowded.
that.
Yes, because
Guess
everyone
who
starts
doesn't
looking
guess who
over.
else
I'm like,
doesn't
oh
like
my
that?
gosh, like it's just us two, and I'm like, I get it if you're out with like your
And in
friends,
my
like
life somebody
the
else.
boys and stuff, and they're getting all hyped and like
There you
playing, but
go.
I'm like, is
But
yeah, yes. No, I don't like that, and so who? Oh, my mom. It must be running the family. And so I don't know. And so then like he like bowled one time, and he didn't knock down all the pins. And then he like threw his hat on like the ground. And he's like drawing attention to himself again. Where it's just like I don't know. I didn't really like that. But other than that, we had fun, and he wasn't being like too
what
overbearing
time did you get
yet.
home?
And
1
so
o'clock?
my original
Yeah.
plan going into it was
What did
I
you
was
do
just
for
gonna
3
go
hours?
bowling and hang out with him for like max 2 hours, and I was gonna
Do
be
I
home
look at your
because we were
dad at
like,
this point, or
I'm
do I
already
keep looking
annoyed.
at
So
you?
I told Riley and Mac I'm gonna be home by 10 o'clock. Like I don't. Yes, I got home at 1. Well, here's the thing. So he wanted to go.
Did you end up going to the
Keep
movie?
looking.
Okay. Okay.
And so we ended up going to a movie. Well, he was wanted to go to a movie at like the movie theater, and so we had like so after bowling we had like a good hour until the movie started, and so we
Did he screw
went.
it up? I just got to know the end from the
Yeah,
beginning.
we ended up going.
Okay,
Yeah,
so he did it.
come on. Yeah, we ended up going to the movie. And then we went and got ice cream before the
Yeah, he
movie, and
can't
we're just
just.
like kind of talking back
So
and
he's
forth,
telling. I'm
and
gonna say this
it was
again. He's
good, and he
telling
wasn't
you
being
who
too much
he
yet.
is.
Like it was actually good.
Are you going to listen, or are you
Yeah,
okay with who he is?
he
There's
eventually
nothing
screwed it
wrong
up
with
to
you
where I was just back
being
and forth
okay
in
with
my
who
head all
he
night because he
is,
just takes it
but
to a whole
that
nother
is
level. Yeah.
if you're okay with that. So
And yeah,
getting married,
yeah. And that's what I'm
being
trying to
serious.
figure out if I'm okay with it. Yeah. And so we go get ice cream and we're just talking, but like he's casually just like he'll like throw in like subtle
Hey,
comments about
Sid, he's not going to be in the
like
NFL.
not getting married, but like he won't say getting married, but like down the line, like 3 years down the line, like saying how he's gonna play,
Don't
like
tell him
if I'm
that.
gonna
He
be
doesn't
at
need
his
to know that.
games when he's in the
But he's not going to.
NFL and like all this
If you're
stuff. And I'm
attracted
like,
because he's going to the NFL,
that's a
he's not
long
going
ways
to the
away.
NFL.
I don't know. He's just
Test the
making all these
water.
comments to me, and
He's
I'm
like
just
out there
like,
touching you and like
I don't
he's
like. I just like,
he's throwing out the bait and seeing if you hit it.
and be like, listen.
Right.
No, that's
You're
not why I
non-committal
know.
about it, right?
And
You
I
don't like
feel like he
bite
makes
off
those
on it and go,
comments
oh yeah,
to
that'd be
kind of like,
great.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Well,
and like I'll just
and
say,
this has worked for him
we'll
before.
see, like we'll see, like I'm just like,
Throwing
cause I,
throwing out no. It
yeah,
has worked for him
uh-uh.
before. That's why he's doing it.
Oh no, I'm just like, yeah,
He's
we'll
not.
see.
He's not. This
And
isn't.
he's
He's not
like,
testing.
you're a tough
You're
one.
not
I'm
the
like,
first girl
yeah,
he's
I
gone
am
out that
a
he's
tough
liked
one.
and said all this stuff to.
Yeah,
You
it
are
could've,
special,
yeah.
and I love you, and I think you are extraordinarily special and deserve the best. But
Yeah,
he's
that's
he's
true,
he's, he's got he's got
probably.
a game plan. He's running his game plan.
Yeah. No. And so, oh no, yeah. No, I know. Like he's definitely used
Old
that
people
before.
do.
Yeah, he definitely has a game plan. And so anyway, so then
He
we
leaned in and
get
kissed you,
ice
didn't he?
cream, and then we get to the
Okay.
movie theater, but we still have like 20 minutes until we actually have to like go in. And who wants to go in early and sit there and watch all like the commercials and stuff? And so we're sitting in the car, we're just talking back and forth, and not yet.
Oh.
Yes. And so anyway, so he brings up the whole first date
Oh.
situation again.
Well, and
I
you
don't
told
know
him what
how
the
it got
actual
brought.
reason
Oh,
is.
he said, I know
Right.
why you didn't go out with me again is because you didn't win golfing because we went mini golfing. And I said, sure, we can go with that. Because I was like, yeah, sure. If that makes you feel better, we can go with that. But that's not the actual reason. Yeah, I told him what. So I was just like joking back. I'm
Can't
like,
believe
sure,
he's
we
bringing
can
it
go
back
with that. And then he was like, well, I am really
He's
sorry
pushing
for like
into
how
the losing
things came.
position.
Like I do realize it was a lot, and like the cookies and the flowers and the
Oh, he's
diamond
apologizing for
necklace,
it.
like that was a lot. And no, he brings it up
Let's
every
move
time
on.
we go out.
Next.
And so I told him, I was like, I don't want you to keep apologies, because he says it every time. I'm like, yes, and he apologizes every single time. I'm like, I don't want you to feel bad. Like you on it, like you treated me really good. Like I don't. Yeah, I'm like, let's. Yeah, and so I like told him, I was like, the cookies and the flowers were great. I was like, the diamond necklace, yeah, like that was a little
I
much.
think he heard the
And
first
he's like, I
episode,
know,
and
but
so now he
you just
knows
have to
what to
understand
say.
like my mindset going into it. He's like, I just got back from my mission, and I was going out with the girl of my dreams and this gorgeous girl. So all week, like I was so stressed out and like I couldn't, like I was so nervous. I no, when he said that, that came into my head. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, did he hear the first episode? Cause that was the first time he said like that he was a return missionary. So I was like, oh no, don't listen to the second episode. So I like, and so he was like, I just thought like it was like all sunshines and rainbows, and we were just gonna ride off into the sunset. And I was like, yeah, I was like, honestly, like I don't really work like that. Like it was all like super nice, and he was like, I just beat myself up like if the first date would have went differently, if I wasn't as over the top, if things would have been different. And I just told him like, honestly, no. Like I moved back to Utah. I was going out with other
Move on,
guys.
right,
Like
move
it was
on.
our first date. It like wouldn't have gone any differently. And I'm like, and obviously I liked things about you that made me want to keep on going out with you once I got back. So I just told him to stop beating himself up about it. I didn't want to keep
Right.
hearing about
He's
it.
always pushing the limits.
Yeah. And so anyways, so then we just start talking, and yeah, and then he eventually like leans in and kisses me. I'm like, dude. Like it's just like it was like fine,
Love
and then
the
he just
stiff
takes
arm.
to a whole nother level. Yes, like all the time. And so then I'm just like, okay, well, should we go? Because he
Right.
first like
He's
leaned all
rushing.
the way across, and I like pushed him to the side of the car. I was like, I'm gonna stiff arm
Did
you
you ever
to
see
the
the
other
movie
side of the
Whiplash?
car. That's what I told him, but
I understand.
I was
but
just like
it's
kidding,
a
but
movie
also
about
was
a
like,
jazz
because
drummer
he
that
just
went to
takes things to a
school,
whole
and
nother level
it's
every
funny
single
'cause
time.
you
And so
can
I was
rush
like,
or not rush.
yes.
The
Well, he
teacher
obviously
is an
didn't take
abusive
that
teacher,
sign
and
completely.
so he slaps the drummer and
No.
slaps him
That's how I
faster.
felt
Are you
with
rushing or are
Whiplash all
you
day.
stalling? So you're like, you need to start slapping him. So you're rushing. Slow down. Get it right. Now and when you see that movie, you'll end up laughing at the
Oh.
point that you're supposed to be crying. Yeah.
That's what I should have done.
You're rushing. Slow down.
That's funny.
I
That's
love
funny.
it. Did you actually say this is enough?
I should, yeah. Then I'll know what you. That's funny. Well, yeah. And so, anyways, I was like, all right, well, this is enough.
Those
Like, should we
previews are
go into
pretty
the movie
good now,
now?
huh? They're looking a
And
lot
so
better
we
than they
end up
did.
going in, and
Yes. Those
well, I told
commercials.
him, I'm like, okay, well, let's go into the movie now. And he's like, well, we still have like 10 minutes. I'm like, well, let's just go in.
Those previews are pretty good. Was it a good movie, or were you even thinking about the movie?
No, I know.
Was it
I was
2
like, I
hours of
gotta see these
stress?
previews. Gotta see what movies are coming out.
Stress.
And so, anyways, so we like go in, and so it was like fine, but like at this point, I'm like really stressed.
Was it a good movie, or were you even thinking about the movie?
Well, it was a good. It was. I'm not gonna. It was a good movie, but I was 2 hours in stress because my mind was just all over the place. Because I was like, the first little bit of the day, I had fun.
So
like we
there
have
is a
fun
principle
together.
of that.
But then
One
he
of the
just
things
takes
that
things to a whole nother level, and like the things that he says to
typically
me, and
attract
it just goes to
somebody
another level where it
that
makes me
you are
uncomfortable.
attracted to.
And then there's like certain
They do
things
have a
where
tendency
I'm
to
just
push
like
you to the
I
next
don't
level.
know. So then I
They
go
make
back
you
and forth
better,
in my head about it.
but they don't make you and that's not true. They make you a little bit uncomfortable. But you remember when we talked about like we have the field and we have the fence, and we get feelings, and we have intuition, and we have the spirit with us, and
Huh.
we have the Holy Ghost, and
That doesn't make you
and both of
yeah.
the fields are very
But
much similar. The grass is very similar. But one side is there's poison in
uh-huh.
the grass, and the other side is where you want to be. What is your gut telling you, Sid?
Yeah.
Move on.
Mhm. Yeah. Uh-huh. Honestly, my gut's telling me that I just need to let it go. Because
But it
I
shouldn't
really
be work
tried
all the time.
so many times
Right, right.
to
You're
keep
on guard
giving him the
all the time.
benefit of the doubt and like really like keep seeing like okay like see something in him that I could eventually get there, but the entire time in my head is like I don't think I can get
Is
there.
that the first time he kissed you?
Yeah, and that's how it feels.
Okay.
Yeah, and like and even while we're watching the movie, it's like he's constantly just like cuz like as soon as we break the barrier of him like kissing me cuz before that's the first time he kissed me since our first date. Cuz after our first date, I told him like I don't
So
move like that on like a first date. Like I
well,
want to take things slow. And so then
you
before
give him
that,
a
when
yard
like
and he
we would
goes
go out, like there was
99.
nothing like that, and it was like chill. That's why I kept like, okay, well maybe he can get there and calm down. But then as soon as I give him an inch, that man takes like the whole football field. I'm like, and so the entire movie.
And you could
Yeah,
never get comfortable.
exactly. And
So
during the movie, it's just
I'll
he's
tell you a
constantly just
story
like
about
touching me. I'm just like, give me
getting
my
comfortable and
space. Like
uncomfortable,
it was
and
just too
I don't know
overbearing.
exactly what
And
it
then like
means.
the
So
comments he was making, I just couldn't. I was just in my
your
head like,
aunt
oh no,
does
no, I
not
couldn't
like
get
to be
comfortable after
embarrassed.
that. I
Like,
was like, why did I?
and I don't either.
Oh
I get
gosh,
it from that.
yeah.
Um, and so one of the things that we used to go over and watch your mom and your uncle Mike
Uh huh.
play basketball over at NNU. Then it was in NC, and we
Yeah.
would be holding hands. We'd go park because we'd usually get there a little bit later than Grandpa and Grandma, Chatterton there, and we'd end up coming in, and kind of we had a couple different places we sat, primarily two.
Mhm.
But we knew where we were walking, and so we would walk in, and we'd be holding hands all the way up until the moment that
Mhm.
we went through the gym doors. Uh, and I'm like going, where did your hand go?
Mhm.
And so this happens a couple times, and I'm like going,
Mhm.
I don't know how to have this conversation with her. So back then I used
He's
to
like, let go of me.
DJ the Friday night dances and this was for
That's
kids that
funny.
were in the institute. So it was like from 19 after you graduated high school till at that point it was unlimited. But so you'd have guys there, and so I would do that on Friday nights for about a year and a half, 2 years. We did that, and so we would walk in there. So I was
Oh,
obligated to
cool.
do that every Friday night, essentially, unless I got a substitute. So it's kind of the same thing as I'd go in there and I'd
Uh-huh.
walk in there and I'd hold Carmen's hand, and that way she, everybody knew who
Oh,
I was
cool.
supposed to be with. So I stopped doing it. I started letting go, and she got uh at that spot,
Mhm.
and she started getting mad at me. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There is a theme of about like it's okay
Oh,
if
you
you're
started letting
her to
go
do it, a
first.
girl to do it. Girls can do it, but guys can't. And so, yeah, I know. Yeah, this
That's
is not,
funny. She's like,
and this is not
you
lost
can't
on
do it, but
me.
I can do it.
Um,
And
and
that's
so
that's most of the
we
marriage.
get that dance goes over, and I says, well, what's good for the
Yeah,
goose is good for the
I would
gander,
feel the same way.
and she wasn't happy
It
about it.
runs in
But
the
the next
family.
time we walked into a game, guess who held my hand all the way to where we were sitting down? Yeah, Karma. Yeah, yeah. And I've used it the rest of our right. I've used it the rest of our marriages, and sometimes I get in trouble for it. Like I'll give her what I'll treat
Aunt
her the way
Karma?
that she's treating me,
Wow,
and sometimes
that was a little
sometimes it's
game you had.
valuable. Other times I just screw
Like
it
you
up.
were
Yeah.
playing no
Sometimes it costs me
checkers.
more
She
than
was playing.
I gain. Yeah.
That's
But there, the point to that was, and is that I don't think even though that was
sometimes it
uncomfortable for
backfires.
Karma, and I was playing a bit of a game. I
Sometimes she
tried
just
to
digs
do
her
it
feet in the
up
ground even
front
more.
and
That's
She'll
funny.
legitimately,
take the
and let
bait.
her know how I was feeling when the roles were reversed. Um, it stretched her, but I don't think it made her
Mhm.
so uncomfortable that she had to worry constantly. Because
Yeah.
it wasn't like I was putting my arm around her, carrying her in on the gym. She just didn't want to be
Mhm.
embarrassed. It was like having your dad here, and that was uncomfortable for her to have, because we were walking in, and your grandpa and grandma Chatterton were there, and I was holding the
Yeah.
hand. That was kind of the first time she'd um ever seen it. She's only
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably get in trouble for this, so we might have to cut this out later. She's only kissed 3 guys, and I'm one of the 3. So she's very stingy with affection.
Yeah.
Um, no, not with you, not with the kids.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Even with us.
But you would still mind if he was
That's funny.
overly affectionate.
I'm
Yeah.
just
Well, yeah,
joking.
but that would be the
No,
definition of
and
not
yeah,
being
that's
the guy
what
you want to.
I kept
Right.
thinking in my head. Is like, I don't mind like if a guy that I like wants to be like affectionate, but
Are
there's
you
like
having
also like he
are you
was just
fighting him off? Yeah.
oh
Are
yeah,
you
overly yeah, and yeah, exactly, and it was just too much, and then the movie's over, and we get back in the car, and what does he do? He kisses me again. Am I fighting him off? Well, at the movie, it's kind of hard to fight him off when like I'm literally
You're
sitting
costing
right
me
there.
sleep, dude.
Like I couldn't. But then when we got back in the car, I was like, it's 1 a.m. Like my bedtime was at 10. Like I want to go to bed. Like I get up early, I work out. Like I need to go to bed. And so anyway, so he is and
Worry and
stressed.
sleep, yeah.
Worry and sleep. And so he kisses me again, and I'm like, okay, Ty, like I have to go. Like I need to go to bed. And then we start talking again, and then he kisses me again.
Kisses, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, Ty, like, I need to go. He's like, okay, okay, okay. And we finally drove and we left. But it just like,
He's
it just
thinking
like,
he's thinking he's
then
getting
the entire
someplace.
drive home,
Right.
we hit every single red light. And what does he do at every single red light? He kisses me. I'm like, dude, like, can you just like chill out for 2 seconds? And he's just like making these comments about
Right. I feel miserable, and you're making me mad.
yeah, 1000% his like cuz he's like you just look really really happy. I'm like, "Do I?" I was like, "If you only you
More
knew."
of who,
Oh,
right?
if
And
only you
which is
knew
some
what
of the
was going
value of
on through
doing
my
it,
head
right?
right now,
Which was
is I'm freaking out.
because it's easy to
I
keep
know.
up
I'm like, I'm freaking out. I'm like, if the date would have
for a
ended
couple hours,
after
right?
bowling,
It's hard.
I
Like
would have gone
and
out
we
with him
talked about
again.
that
But then
at
since I
some
let
in
it
one
go
of our
on
deals,
longer,
where
I
it says you
saw
want to go
more
out on a date
sides to
for a
him
long
and
time. You want to go out there and have to
yeah,
be with
that's
somebody
true.
for like 5, 6 hours, or go on
For a
vacation or
couple
something,
hours at a
where go on a
time.
trip or
Yeah.
something where you can make it. I mean, because most people can't keep it
Mhm.
together for 6 or 7 hours. At some point, they become fatigued and show who they really are.
Mhm.
And so you're seeing who he really is. He's aggressive.
Yeah.
If you have any of your mom genes in you at this point,
Yeah.
I really
who they really are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And
by this time, your mom would have hit him.
yeah. And yes, he's
She
aggressive.
would have.
And so I just yeah, I think I kept say run.
But how do you? What do you do now?
Yeah,
Now we get to talk
honestly.
about one of our other subjects. He thinks
No,
you're going
yeah,
out.
I've thought about it, but
Hitting him?
yeah, well, yeah, and so yeah, and he texted me last night wanting to hang out again, and I don't know. Yes, and he texted me again last night saying how, because on our first
Which, of
date
course, is a sign.
we ran into the bishop of his family ward, and I so happened that on Sunday the bishop went
Because
up
that
to
bishop's
his
inspired.
parents asking if he's still going out with that girl that he was at the
Well,
arcade place
that's
with.
tongue in cheek. He does not have.
And that's
First
probably
of all, he's not
exactly
as
what he's
bishop
thinking of,
anymore, right?
like
He's
when
in
we
a
first
singles ward,
saw
so he
him,
has
and then when
zero
he asked
stewardship
again
over
after
him.
our date, and then
And he wouldn't have stewardship over him that
oh,
particular
don't
way.
go,
And,
don't
and
say
when I say
anything like
stewardship, do you
that.
understand what I'm talking about?
And so anyway,
Stewardship is
yeah,
part of that. So right now, your mom and
yeah,
dad, and your mom and dad's
uh-huh,
stewardship
yeah.
is even growing
No, and so
smaller and
he like,
smaller with you also. But when you were what
yeah,
stewardship is a responsibility for another person. Typically,
like
you see have a stewardship
revelation.
with children as a bishop of a ward, or even in certain other religions, a stewardship is responsibility to others to
Mhm.
lead and guide and part of that we believe in the church is also that if you have a stewardship over them, that you can receive limited revelation about them and advice. More so in regards to your parents have more of that,
Mhm.
especially as you're younger. They're making more of your decisions for you. As you get older, their stewardship decreases, and I don't think there's ever a point
Mm.
where a parent's stewardship ever ends unless they either walk away from that stewardship, the parent does, or the child says, I no longer
Uh-huh.
want you to have any stewardship over me, and I don't want you to have a relationship with you. So, but what sometimes will happen, because of the culture side of the church is that people will look at things and go, well, that guy is my bishop, and so
Mhm.
if he thinks he still has a say in this. Well,
Yeah.
doctrinally, it couldn't be farther from the truth. Yeah, it's something he probably would like to have happen, obviously, at this point. And you can use that to
He
manipulate
said that.
somebody, right? If you don't understand the role of stewardship and where stewardship begins
Uh-huh.
and ends, he could come say, well, my bishop asked about this. And that has happened. That has happened when I was dating. Uh, Guys and girls would
Yeah.
use this
Uh-huh.
level of stewardship and different signs and things to,
Yeah.
and it's mostly, I mean, I'm sure some were nefarious
Mhm.
in why they were manipulative and why they were doing it. Others
Yeah.
thought they were really signs and stuff, but it's limited in that particular situation. That bishop has no stewardship over him. He is no longer his bishop.
Uh,
If he asked you right, he's no longer his bishop. And even in that particular case, your bishop
mhm.
does not have that would not have
Yeah.
that type of stewardship. Yeah, right, right.
And I will use that as a point if I have to. No, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Especially since he doesn't know like the whole situation of what's
He's playing
happening.
game. It's
Yeah, and
If
so
he's
then
not
his
on the date, he
he's
doesn't
running the
decide if you get to
stewardship.
marry him.
yeah,
Right.
no kidding. And so then I guess the bishop's wife was like standing there too. And she said, I
That
hope she
girl,
knows
right?
how lucky she is. And that's what he texted me. So I'm just like, what do I even say? Because I'm like, you're a great guy, but I don't,
He's not
I
the
mean,
one.
a girl
So
one
we
day
were
is
going
going
to
to feel
talk about
so
the one.
lucky, but
Is
I'm just
there
not
one? Do you think
that
there's
girl.
one
And he's
guy
a
for you
great
out
guy.
there?
Like, it has nothing to do with how he's treated me. Like, he is a great guy and he's very thoughtful
You think there's
on
only
like those
one
things,
guy
but
that's
it's
right
just,
for
he's just
Sydney?
not,
I
he's not the one. Yeah. You see, I personally do. But honestly, I personally think that I know there's different perspectives on it,
So a
but
patriarchal
I
blessing is a
mean, maybe
blessing
not
that
one, but
it's a priesthood
I
blessing
feel
that
like
you
there is
receive
one guy that I don't know
from
because like
a patriarch,
even
which
in
is
my patriarchal
a
blessing, I feel like
gentleman,
this is
and
what's kind
there's
of
one
like
patriarch per state
really
helped me a
fast,
little bit.
in the
for
church,
non-members. What's a patriarchal
and
blessing, Dad?
it is a blessing that is received by revelation by a gentleman that has been designated to provide a patriarchal blessing, and it tells you and gives you hints about it can give you hints and guidance in your life. It talks about typically your whole life, even in most cases, probably even in the eternities, and it also discloses which house of Israel you've been adopted into. And, right, we could spend forever on this, and
What it said is if we obey the commandments and we do the right things.
yeah, I like this what you're adding. Well, they will be fulfilled in
Which is the
some
12
fashion or not.
tribes of
The
Israel.
problem is we
And
typically read it and like,
yeah,
well, this is how it's
I
going to
know,
happen,
and it
and like
only
we've talked
what
before,
it
it's
said is
never
if we
rarely
obey
ever
the
how we think
commandments
it's
and
going
we
to
do the
happen.
right things,
So
that
go ahead. You're
most
in
of
your
these
patriarchal
things
blessing.
will happen.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be yes.
So there's only one guy that can treat you that way. All right. Okay. No, you keep going.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna.
Exactly. And
So go ahead. You're in your
well,
patriarchal blessing.
yeah, it's talked about how I'm gonna be treated by my husband and
It's
how like
providing that guidance for you.
no, you're right. There's a one guy. Like it just talks about my husband a little bit in there and like how I'm gonna be treated and all this stuff. And I feel like that's kind of what's helped me. Uh, think have yeah, and I think it's kind of made me
Right.
have that one and done mindset kind of in a way too because as soon as I don't feel that from a guy or I don't see that how I'm going to be treated or anything like that as it talks
Right.
about in my patriarchal blessing,
It's a lot
it's really
well, I
easy
don't
for
know
me to
what
be
kind of
like see
detail
you
it
later
goes in.
bye and I
It's a
don't really
lot
second
for
guess or
you to
like
be
think
able to
about
have
it
this picture
just
in
cuz
your
I'm like,
head, and
well,
for some person to match up to that
you're
picture.
not going to be my husband, so why am I wasting my time? Not that they can't get there, but I think because of that it's helped yeah. Yeah.
Be able to move forward and not feel horrible about it,
Yeah.
and to make it.
It
And that's
is, and
one of the
so
reasons you
it's
get
been a good
patriarchal
thing I think
blessings
because
is
there
that.
has
But
been
do
a
you
lot
feel like
of
there's only
guys
one
that I
guy
have
that's
gone
like
out
that
with
out there?
where haven't been the best, and so then it's helped me like just be a lot easier to be like, okay, well, mhm, yeah, mhm, yeah.
Now, right now,
Well, maybe
you are tough,
not. Like it
and
could
that's
be
one of the
naive of
reasons it's
me to
worth it.
think that there's just
For
one
whoever your
guy,
husband is, they'll go back to
but
this, and it'll be worth it.
I feel like
But is there
I
only
feel
one
like
guy for
Heavenly
you?
Father has made us because I'm tough. Like there's gotta be a special guy for me.
Yeah. Right, exactly. It's
Yeah.
for us geeks that like Harry Potter, right? If you really know Harry Potter, there could have been there.
Probably
Oh,
not.
you
There's
have
probably
not?
multiple guys that
Okay.
can fit that
Well,
mold of what I'm looking for. It's just the one that I end up
so
choosing, I guess.
I don't know how to do this analogy in a sports metaphor, even though
I've never seen
even though
Harry
I really like
Potter.
sports.
No.
In there,
How was she raised?
people
we
that understand
were
it know
raised
it.
on sports
The
documentaries.
the evil guy, Lord Voldemort,
Rocky?
ends up choosing.
Yeah.
There could have been there could have been two boys that fit
Oh
the
no.
description of who could have been the one that ends up and the mean guy in it, Lord Voldemort, ends up choosing his guy. Most likely, when you get married, then you'll have chosen, and that will be your one. But there's probably not just one guy that will fit that bill for you. Because if there's
Okay.
only one,
But if there's not only one, why has it been so hard to find?
because it's
Yeah.
hard. It's hard. There is at least one. What I want you to think of
Yeah.
is there's more than one.
Uh-huh.
Doctrinally, and
But if there's
maybe
not only
10
one, why has it
throughout
been
the
so
whole world.
hard to find someone?
Right. I mean, if you spoke a lot of
Like
languages,
that's why I'm like,
there
there's
could
got to
even
be one
more.
because it's
Maybe you should
okay,
learn
at
another
least.
language.
Okay. So maybe two, three, 10. Okay. You're right. There's a lot of people in the world. Ah, dang it. Maybe I should learn another language. Just kidding.
I was having a deep shower thought today, like literally like an hour before this, and I was thinking I think sometimes we forget that other people also have their
Impossible for him to be
agency.
that guy.
Is like a man could walk into your
Many are
life
called,
that
but few are
would have
chosen.
been the guy you're supposed to marry, but there could have been a mistake in the past that he made that I don't know if this makes sense, but makes it impossible to be that guy. Where in Yeah, where I think as
Yeah.
people make their mistakes and go
Many have been
throughout
called
life
to
or
date Sydney, but
choose
Sydney's
choose
going
to
to choose
go
only a
maybe to a
very
basketball game that
select
you were
few.
out, but they didn't choose to go there, and then they missed their chance. You know what I mean? Like because of people's choices also could be.
But also, I mean, I do have,
Right.
I guess, a high standard for what I want, but like also like
And
I have to be holding
right, and
myself to that standard
we've
too,
talked about
because
that, and that
I
is
can't
fair,
ask a
right?
guy of things that I
It's what's
want
good for
in
you is
him, but I'm
also
not
good
holding
for him.
myself
What's
to
good
that
for him
standard
is
because
also
I'm
good
sure
for
he
you.
wants the same things that
There
I'm
is,
wanting.
I know
So
we're
I feel
going
like it's
against
also kind of
every
like
basic Chatterton
made me
female
want to act differently in
relationship
certain ways, and
doctrine here,
mhm,
because the way I understand it is it doesn't matter what's good
yeah,
for me is
mhm.
not, yeah, okay. No, I mean I'm getting myself in lots of trouble. I'm digging a really hole. Yes. Yes. I saw her legs come down the stairs a couple times, so I might be yeah, I might be doing that, Christy, but I don't live with her, and so I can run
You're
away a
digging
little.
yourself a deeper hole
Yeah.
as you talk. You
That's
should be
funny.
lucky that she's not
Karma
feeling
will
good and
listen
she's
and
in her
watch,
room
and I
right
will
now.
still be in trouble.
But you might be
Hey,
digging the hole with that one.
so and you want
Yeah.
to be
Oh, she will
have
pass
room
it
to
on.
grow
That's
too,
what she just said.
and be a better person than what you are today. Right.
That's funny.
And I'll leave it in.
Oh. Well, we'll see what happens.
Mhm. Yeah.
Ca- Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Why didn't you give
Exactly.
him a diamond watch and
Because
flowers
I
and
can't afford
cookies?
that.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Right.
Now I just need to figure out how
Right.
I need to let him down.
And I think
That's the tough part,
it
cause I
hurts,
do
but
know
being
that
more direct and less
he has a
ambiguous
completely different
instead of saying, "Hey,
perspective
let's just
on
be
how that day
friends,"
went than I did, and now I have to let him know
is
like for the fourth
valuable
time again
to him
that
and
I
to
don't see it
you.
going anywhere.
You're saying, "I
So,
tried." And I think you can do it kindly, and you can,
yeah, I think I
but at the
need.
same time, you have to look
No,
at the big
that's
picture, like
yeah.
what's
I
truly
need to take a
kind.
different approach.
If you leave him walking away with hope,
Mhm.
was that kind?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I definitely want to be kind about it. Yeah.
Right, 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 right.
Yeah. No, it's not kind. I need to be honest, because
Oh,
he
we're
does
doing
deserve
lots
a
of Harry
girl
Potter
that's
today.
gonna like him as much as he likes someone like me. Like, he does deserve that, so I don't want to lead him on and take that from him.
And I read this or I listened to this quote by Emma Watson and she waited till she was
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
she waited till she was in her 30s to get married, and she was talking about um how versus I want them versus I need them, and like you don't want to need someone, and that's why you get married.
Mhm.
That ends up very toxic, but you gotta want to be with them, and I feel like everything that you have told us, it feels like he needs to
Right.
be with you like way more than he does want to be with you, but it feels like he needs to, and that's why he's trying to do all of these things for you, but you
Nothing
just want
like
to
my
want him,
daughter or
and what you're telling us
anything.
is
No, you
that
don't have any
you
of
don't
those
want him,
genes in me. Yeah.
but you're trying to be
Exactly.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Because
think
you're
so.
not a girl that needs someone. You're a very independent. It's a
that.
Chatterton thing. You're very
So
independent.
how are you going to break
You
up with
don't
him?
need anyone to boss you
And
around.
you only have got about 4 weeks before this one
No,
comes
nothing
out.
like me at all. But you don't need someone, but you want to
Yeah.
want someone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's a good way to put it, because that's exactly how I
Yeah,
felt.
I think sooner's better, right?
I don't know yet.
Sooner's better. Honesty is
Oh
better.
yeah.
Kindness is
Okay.
great.
Give a month.
So I do plan on talking to him about it this week, actually, because he
I
wants to see me
right.
again this week, and
Yeah.
I need to, yeah, because I don't want to keep dragging it out. Mhm.
You've given it a fair try.
No, yeah, and
You've
I'm
given it
just gonna
effort.
just be honest
You've
with him.
things that
Like,
you
I
didn't,
really have
things that initially turned
been
you off. You
trying
tried
to go
to
out with you, and not
right. You
trying, not
tried the
like it's
marble.
been
Yeah,
forceful, but
you tried to pull some of
I don't
that,
know. I haven't really
and
thought about it, so
it's just not there for
just
you.
yeah.
You've given it effort. Things that you didn't, things that initially turned you off. You tried to
I tried the marbles.
marbles. Put them in. Take
Yeah.
10 out. Put one in.
And I
Yeah.
feel like
Put
that has
100 in,
changed
take
with
one
doing
out.
the podcast from episode 1 to now. I feel like
I've
that
evolved.
you've evolved. You have evolved, and I
Because
feel like
before I
You're
was like,
taking
nope,
in.
and then now I'm like, marbles.
Right.
Take one out, put one in.
Take 10 out. Yeah.
Exactly. He'll like fill up the jar and then he'll just completely just flip it upside down and all the marbles go
Yeah.
out. I'm like, ah.
Right.
Yeah,
Because
there's
he'll still
handfuls
try to
taken out.
he'll try to yeah, right. That's
But
right. Oh, that's
yeah,
what and
so
that's what
yeah, I need to let
girls
him down
typically.
and
I
just
mean,
be honest
not
and
every girl,
definitely
but
not
that's
give
typically
him
what the reason they
the
use
whole
that
friends thing. I don't even
phraseology
think
is they're trying
I
to be
can't
nice
even
because
say that
everybody can
because that's just
continue to
gonna
be
give
friends.
him
Well,
false hope.
he
Even though
doesn't. That's not
I'm
what
trying
he
to be
wants.
nice, but
well, and he did that the first time.
mm-hmm.
I know. Yeah, maybe a little more curt, a little like the long
Yeah,
play.
and I
You're wasting
realized
your
that
time with me.
after my first 3 times of me telling him that. I told him that 3 times. So it hasn't worked, so I need to try a different method. Yeah. No, yeah.
But you're not.
No. Yeah. And like honestly, like I don't really have an issue just being straight up and
That's the love
saying
bombing
how
thing.
it
That's
like
the
how I feel or
obligation.
how it
That's
is.
something that
But
he
with him,
invested
I
in
feel awful, like
or he
being straight up
did
because I
to
feel
make you
bad
feel
because
that way,
he's
to make it
done so
hard to
much,
get to this
and
point.
I just feel
That
I for
you
some
didn't
reason I feel more
That's
you
bad
the
for
neither
him.
asked
manipulation
for it. Now you
Yeah.
have to
type
be
of.
honest with yourself. You neither asked
Yeah.
for it
Yeah.
nor demanded
That's
it,
true.
nor even wanted it.
Mhm. Yeah.
And, and so you don't.
Yeah,
You
that's
shouldn't.
true.
You
There's
should
been lots
take
of love
that and
bombing.
say, no, I'm not going to worry about that.
Mhm.
That was all done gratuitously on his part. I offered no guarantees.
Mhm.
In fact, I
Yeah.
did
No,
anything
I
but
didn't want the
offer a
love bombing.
guarantee. And he refused to take those hints, which probably would have got him farther down the road. But no matter there, he's hopefully. Well, I don't. Hopefully or not.
Mhm.
Hopefully, I don't care per se. Hopefully or
Yeah.
not. Hopefully, is that
Exactly.
you can go to your next guy. You can find
Yeah.
It's one more guy closer to Mr. Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
no, I don't. Sorry, I don't know your
You're
terminology
right.
on
I'm
these.
one more guy closer. Hopefully there's not that many down the road.
That's funny. I do you think he's like too much of a
Oh.
green flag, or is his green flags turning into red flags? Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
I see what how you're
like
using.
so green
Right.
flag is like something that's good about a guy,
And
and then a red flag is something bad about a guy. Like attributes of someone.
Yeah.
So like getting kissed on the first date, that's a red flag.
right.
Mhm.
But him opening your door would be a green flag.
Yeah. Exactly.
I feel like he does good stuff, but he just takes it too far that I
Right.
feel like it goes
Yes.
back to red flag. Like it goes back to bad, if that makes
Yes,
sense.
and that's what I've been battling in my head. It's like he has a lot of things that I like, so I'm like, oh yeah, I like that about you. That is what I
Right.
want in
Well,
someone. And then he does things like
things
that
are
that's
going to
over the
get
top
more
that just
intense.
completely pushes me in the other
The good
direction.
things are going to probably
And
get
so
a
that's
little
where
bit
I've
better.
like
The
been
bad
trying to
things are going
battle
to get
with.
a
It's
little
like you
worse,
do have things I like,
or
but
maybe a
also
lot
like
worse.
the
Tendency
things
is
that
the bad
you're
things.
being super over the top with is
If
very
something's
alarming
going
to
to
me to where I
change
don't
the
know
dynamic
I can keep.
and volume, it's typically worse gets bigger, not good.
Yes.
Typically they're showing the best. When a guy's
Mhm.
taking you
Yeah.
out, he is typically
Yeah.
showing you the best version of himself at that point. Um, Not the perfect one, because he doesn't know what perfect is.
Mhm. Yeah.
For you, but he's trying to show the best, and so it goes back that thing is if you're getting like if a lot of red flags are popping up and you're feeling uncomfortable, that's why go
Mhm.
trust your gut.
Yeah.
Is that because typically what's
Yeah,
going to
that's true.
grow
But the best
is
version,
the
yes.
things that are red
Mhm.
flags, that per Laney's deal, not the green flags. The green flags, you're almost seeing all the green flags.
Mhm.
And what changes and where the depth
Yes,
comes
yeah.
in is
Trust my gut.
as you get married and things
Mhm.
you grow, you love more because you serve each other more, you do a lot of
Yeah.
things, but typically I was the best
Yeah.
version of myself when I was dating Karma, and now I've become the best version of myself
No,
because I've
that's
grown
true.
up and I've gotten better, and I still screw it up, and and she gets mad at me, and I still fall
Mhm.
short uh, in her eyes of different
Huh.
things that are things that I have that I am not good at, even though
Yeah.
Sometimes,
And she
sometimes I
strained him
try to
out.
be. Sometimes I
Good job,
don't.
Aunt
Sometimes
Karma.
I'm just lazy. What I want to hook next time is we really need to get Kennedy back at this point
Yeah.
because there's been some really interesting developments. I don't know them all, and I don't want to hear any of them until the time
Try to be.
and let her explain it,
Mhm.
and we'll put her through the gauntlet. She's gonna have to go now through the gauntlet.
Yeah. We can get her back on.
There's been some really interesting
There
developments.
has been some developments. Oh, I
Yeah.
will. Yeah.
Let her explain it. You did.
It'll be interesting.
We'll put her through the gauntlet. I was
Yeah,
impressed.
you'll have to. You'll have to.
Go now through the gauntlet.
Should we bring Riley on in my spot so we get the full story?
No, I know. Riley
Yeah,
brings out the
you
full
need to
story.
bring-
She
you need to
gives the
bring Kennedy
details.
back next
I
time.
try. I think I tried really hard to give
All
the
right.
details.
Well,
this week.
even with your
Thanks,
father
everybody.
here,
We appreciate you.
gotta give
listening.
yeah
Like I say,
props to you
we
for
have to do
saying
the thing now. I
hello.
hated this because
That's
I've been
funny.
talking to
But
people
yeah,
that have been
so
listening now.
Kennedy,
Now you end up having
she has
to
big updates for us.
subscribe and like
Yeah, we will.
and comment.
anyways,
Please, we would love
thanks
other
for
things to
listening,
talk
guys.
about. So give us topics. We'll
Yeah,
talk
happy
about
Thanksgiving.
things, and you can tell us how crazy we are about talking about our advice on those things. Thanks, everybody. See you later. Subscribe
Oh, and comment.
and comment. Please, we would love other things to talk about. So
Give us
Yeah.
topics.
We'll talk about things. You can tell us how crazy we are about talking about our advice on those things.